It's a dry.
Yeah, I like that better than
it was dry. Now he would every now and then one time he would obviously pour a little rocks, water on the rock to like But it was like dry as well. Right. We were just sweating. Yeah. It was from sweat. It wasn't like which I like because I want to feel it. But they say you release all kinds of toxins when you do that. So
that's one thing. I mean, I hated cutting weight for fights and stuff. I don't miss it at all. But we used to cut weight and then dry sauna. Medium brine and hot weight. And it felt amazing.
All the toxins.
Yes, sir. Brian is out. So you ground up so please contribute to the discussion. Now, y'all want to go ahead and bow him already.
Sorry, I got burned.
You're good though, man. You got burned?
Yeah.
Where?
I was burning into my strings and it was
Yeah. Right now it is?
Yeah,
You just now did that at the back of the.
Yeah, they were too long.
Just talk a minute.
Man, I'm really hoping Coach will be here to see my rip off gi I got after him.
Rip off?
This is my Dixie gi.
That's not.
Tip off. I got the idea from him.
That's pretty sick. I can't wait to see
I know. It's huge though.
15 inches across. What's the you have to say?
The Hickson
Okay.
round. Yeah, that is that. I'm gonna put it off the internet else.
Small circles to big or forward. Spread out the water. Middle. You'll see Joel dominating that competition.
Yes, that was so good. Yeah.
The one that was like.
But I don't know if that's the. Sorry, Roxy.
But it wasn't like you had. It wasn't like my belt.
It was one fight.
That.
Did you see how
Now I heard Randy say that at last Friday open that he's right. Belts really don't mean anymore.
Really?
Joel's a pro and no.
He is. He's been watch. Even the new gym he's at was like Joe. Last name
Carson. No.
Carson. Yeah. I want to say Carson, but he said, like Joe Holloway's arrived. Look out, this guy's gonna be best in the
I think they threw him into like their black one.
They should have.
They should have seen him when he was a 4-tip white belt.
Yeah.
And he was just murking all these people.
We got here. You learn leg attacks, man.
Dude, that's what Woods told me when I was a blue. Obviously, I'm a wrist lock in there now. Is that right? No,
No.
she milked the mouse.
I did. But he deserved it because he stood up on me.
Deserved
He totally stood up. Like, oh, she's tiny. And just stood up. That's all it
She
was.
tried to sprawl in a double leg re-shot, and so I just picked her up. But I like laid her down as if I was laying down a baby.
He did. He was nice.
Just slammed it. If it sets you down,
No,
slams you, then it's like legit, you know. Okay, let's last night what do we
yeah. No, we weren't being
let's look like let's just do a sweep to so let's do like a session sweep. The other day I saw this, like a lot of times people, if you get up to a knee, for this sake, for this they'll see it. Like right now, what direction is Brett telling me? He's got a base here, right? So like he's weak here. Especially with his nose, do that combat race and be back and then I'm in control. If you ever catch someone here, nose over toes, you got right. So what I was like, same side collar, same size. I'm gonna just literally, I just need a prop. Anything against this base, and if I try to do this and push away that way, he can. So all I've got to do, I'm gonna dip out and bring my shin like just to his chest here, and all I want is a prop right there. It just doesn't take much. It actually is interesting. You don't really go to the side as much as you just look back and make it go. As you're doing that, though, I want us to work here so that he will not. Because if I don't, you feel like you're going to take that in that. Wow. So when you do that, I want you to do the sweep. Your partner with a good grip on the collar because we're going to use that for our tackle now. I do put my foot on the hip when I feel this, just because that allows me to scoot back. And then I can go here and scissor. But the way that I don't try to do this like using all your legs. I literally just watch this. I'm just going to move back. That's the thing. It's the angle and shape of your body. But as I do that, I pull my heel here. I can even completely abandon to this side and climb up this way. Okay. Y'all need to see that again.
One more time.
So again, we're starting in guard. He's going to try to go basically combat base, but and if his posture's not broken, a lot of times I can do foot on the hip and I can scoot back, and now I broke his posture. Now I got what I want. I'm going to side under that underarm. I'm going to keep my grip here. I'm going to put something there, and I'm just going to look back. And then I'm going to climb. And for the sake of where we're going here, just keep that collar. Heather gave it to me.
I know. I just forgot about this.
There you go. I'm gonna start bringing this up. That leg is not important just as long as it's across my body. Yeah. Now finish. Oh, I had the same thing.
It's not all.
Like for you.
That choke?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
Like, I like to have that cooked up.
That's just proving the Jitsu works, man. So pretty.
That felt fun.
Take tag these. That thumb frame with it. Yeah, there's so much you can do with that. Anytime you see a post, an outrigger, you know, like on the back of an outrigger. Anytime you see that, like up here, they've got posts there, so opposite sides. Yeah. So take this hook up here across the body.
Very good. Y'all feeling good about this one? This is how I see it. I noticed as I did it with Brett, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I am, there is motion with the legs. I don't want y'all to think it's just that upper body. Your legs are doing something. In fact, the hamstring is probably the most powerful. The top leg is more of a problem. It's not so much a scissor, it's keeping in that bottom hamstring is just driving. So, okay, all right, well, let's get back into so we did the sweep.
oh yeah.
So again, you can initiate this just if you've got a good grip. If I feel that, I'm immediately put my foot here. I don't know why I do that, but yeah. So here inside and inch there. Right. If you're lazy with this, they will get their guard back. But I promise you, that pinch is so quick. Like they keep. I found them out. I don't really want to be over. Brett won't see over his hips because now he gets a lot of reaction. I didn't see that. Yes. So I want to be slightly higher than his hips, and I don't want to squeeze too tight, but I don't. So again, there's an in between there. So we have our here. If you ever need to read, you have to be careful because I can lose if I'm my head's over my knees over my toes or nose over my toes. If I go to do this, like I'm susceptible, so you have to be careful with that. So as I adjust here, I need to lean my weight to the side because we know if a bridging work roll is going to work, he's taking me that direction, correct? So I'm that's the he's got this arm trap, so he could technically get me. The minute that I kind of center with him, I'm risking trouble. So stay to this side. As I'm leaning to the side, I can grab here and pull that up. As opposed to it's just not going to be as effective, right? So what I'm saying is I grab the gi here, pull it through to tighten it. My thumb is next, looking around here on this part of my wrist up against the carotid artery here. That's really what I want. So they say tag deep. Okay. Now, from here, what I can do while I'm into the side, I can actually go under my own arm to get his gi. And, you know, I very, very rarely do you get too perfect. So you want to really establish this one is kind of your dominant one that you're really going to get a lot of also, as I'm gripped here, my hand starts like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap in here. So I'm going to go from relax. Red's pretty chill right there, right? You don't really get good. But if I do this, it's okay, that's a little different. We're communicating. So I would want 100. So I'm saying, so I'm going to go under. I'm going to grab what I can as deep as I can. That's fine. Side of my wrist. By the way, when it comes to leg chokes, there's lots of options, right? So don't make it complicated. I mean, really, like you can do this a variety of ways, but we're just doing this. I do like my thumb. I do get the best leg choke here, but sometimes you can variety it up. So I'm here. I'm going to go underneath, and my head's going to go to the top arm side. Meaning, when I go under, I want to fall to that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeeze, make my wrist tight. I'm going to pull my elbows to my stomach, like, hey, right? So here, and then I'm going to go. And if you're doing it right, like your head won't ever make it to the mat, right? So let me show you this because I want you to be thinking about this. We're going to do kind of two at the same time. Because practically read that, maybe. But then he knows, like if I'm doing this, he's going to block it. So you have another option. You guys said don't make it complicated, just put a hand on each side. So now I can come over and grab it. I'm going to go and think about the center line. If I just go over here and reach like this, now you can go, yeah, exactly. Maybe I can. I worked hard to get them out. I want to stay in now. So part of the mount is learning to ride the wave. And we're going to talk about what happens if they do bridge and roll. So we're going to go under to get the finish here. On the side, or if he ends that, I'm coming over the top. Watch how we do this. I don't want to just reach this out the bridge. Over my center. I'm going to sweep my hand down here. Now I've got to pulse to the side of the knee. I'm going to reach in. That elbow still my face, and this thumb is going to grab that knee collar. Then now, at this point, this put on me, now I can come up, but guess what side my head needs to fall to? Top. That's right. The top. It's just always the top one. So here, reach in down, come back here, and let's fall to that side. And you've got to play with the depth of where you are. There's, if you get too deep, technically, I'm going to be pushing like this. If I'm too shallow, there is a sweet spot, and you kind of got to develop it. And there's also, it changes as you go from like relaxed to that. Right here, where you're coming over the top, so that top one I'm doing is this choke. The first one I was doing weird. Both are good, right? But we can help you guys. Let's work on that and just kind of see if you can kind of play with those. First time, let them get the one underneath, and then maybe defend it because that's what they're going to do, and they should. And then you're going to counter with the other one across the head.
You never pull through, right? You just kind of almost tighten down with your lats and then lean over.
Yeah, how would y'all describe it? I definitely, because when we talk about it from the reverse, which, oh my God, this is the reverse now. This is actually just upside down. We did the choke, and a lot of times you see people who are just trying to but what did we learn about this one? It's like the relax. Yeah, exactly. You can never finish. But if I just relax my head, right? And then, look. So it's a lot less effort than you realize. Like, that was more effective choking.
Yeah.
And how much less effort did I get?
A lot. He was at if he's 1 to 100 or 0 to 100, he was at 10.
And you see so many people with egg chokes, and they're just, it's a little different from the top side, but think the same way. In the same way, I'm glad you asked that question because I'm processing as you asked it. It's different because I'm upside down, but that same principle y'all saw me from the guard, I really want to do that from top side, which means it's really just it's just a relaxation and a falling with my head towards that top. And just relax, bro. And let the choke do its thing. It's weird. So yeah, with any episode, I discourage if I'm having a squeak, I'm doing something wrong. Because the best chokes are just this little. They're like they'll think they're good and you're not. And I'm like, cool. So just try to that. And you do it for 5 seconds time. Yeah, good question. All right, that's it. 1, 2.
Just what you say. Sorry.
Yeah. No, good. That's good. Yeah.
Other one. You can get the shoulder fabric. No, I'm just gonna take the shoulder fabric. That's great.
Yeah, because they do that.
Yeah.
Which in the world, but you'll lose the position.
That's another one. That's another one. But yeah, we'll slack out. Yeah, tighter. Now start pulling your elbow.
Okay, not the top hand, the arm.
Well, right now though, you just need to get the essence of the technique, so that doesn't matter. Because what matters is that my blood was getting shot. And that
My arm, not my hand.
Yep.
Okay, you're defending as well.
Yeah. Around, lay it close on your elbow, base with your elbow. And you're gonna swivel that as soon as you're ready.
Question myself.
Someone's over there.
You can still regroup. First time, then
Definitely this one.
this one is
Yeah, go through the top.
It's gonna happen.
No, you're good. You were right. So yeah,
Is it first? It's fun.
no, this one.
I think it's really relaxed.
Top hand. That's right.
Especially experienced people.
I was you can get all the
Yeah,
But
it's
No, you were right.
so much nuance and stuff in here, like slight little movements and stuff. So like that clothes were kind of flared as soon as you went from here and here.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
Huge difference.
Yeah. And that's a shallow grip right here.
it's such a good thing.
Turning your head.
God, yeah.
This is
all
Okay, just let her do it.
No, it's like
Yes.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's super low effort. And then now I gotta
practice then.
Well, I'm still
You know, okay, remember how we talking about breaking the headlock in the top and go down like towards the middle?
It's just a natural, like I'm just gonna relax. Just laying on. Dude, it's so. You know, one key I thought about on that about getting my elbows relaxing to where they got to my side. Because you know how people defend it, they push here. So I was like, I'm just gonna relax it.
Yeah, it's the same application for the bottom.
I'll start as doing a sweep. Okay. You feel this ankle biter?
Yeah.
That's what
You're good. I've ever heard.
Caught me up in there.
What happened? You about to pass this?
Bye.
We did it from the suite. Yeah, it's like it's right when I start here. I want to keep it forward, so I'm like pulling against the net.
Shoulder.
You want to do it like that?
Oh. That is devastating. I have talked about it today.
Did he accept his job?
I don't know that he when I talked to him this morning. Did he message you?
He messaged me yesterday.
He
That he
messaged me.
accepted it?
He was talking like the way he was talking.
I'm gonna tell you this. I got a message 30 minutes ago, and all it said was, "See you on the mats soon."
So I talked at 9 o'clock this morning.
He accepted it. If he said see you on the mat soon, he accepted like
When I heard him yesterday, he was like 9
had
to
it
10.
pretty early.
And so today I said, any clarity? And he gave me this like non-answer, and I was like, you suck. But I knew he was going to.
Yeah. Just the way he was talking, I was like, you're talking like you when I
I wanted to help him in my class again.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'd love to have him in there. So
Hunter with him. I don't know if y'all know
Oh,
him.
I know Hunter.
Yeah.
Everything you do is to look like it.
so yeah, I would love to have him, you know.
Feel
So,
okay.
I don't know what the schedule would be
I
like.
don't know that. I don't think he knows either.
Yeah.
Actually.
You can do the counter.
I know if I could we would love to have him. I would.
I mean, it was
love to
like-
have him.
I got a wedge my thumb.
I mean, you can hold that, but you know how fast it can come on, right? And so like,
Keep his
if you
arms
just
down.
have it in refresh rate, you can just hold it. I think I've been told that. But it'd be more to like
Now, if that doesn't work, like come up to second out, catch your half part of that. Shove that leg through like that. Yeah. So that way here. I'm not gonna keep trying to do this. Yeah. That's one thing we can do.
Everybody
But one is bridge and roll. Two is what you just did. If the bridge and roll fails,
All right, guys, let's come back together. How's that feeling? Good. Okay. So now you've got some options for attacking the neck and from mount, right? We got a sweep to mount. We had our grip. As we swept, we're going to keep that grip because now we're in a good position to do that. Now, here, it's like part of my goal, especially in a dominant position, for sure in a dominant position, I want to create problems on top of problems for him. And he's going to have a really hard time in his arms at the same time, right? So a lot of times, like, people will, they're going to, they have to protect their neck. Like, he will get shot, doesn't deal with that. A lot of times this elbow is going to get exposed as he's trying to defend. And when you combine that with, I know he wants to bridge and roll right now because I know that's one of his number one escapes. I know that, and what I'm going to do is, as he does it, I'm going to shift my weight to this side, and I'm actually going to yield. But I'm going to remember that heel pinch that we talked about for the sweep, right? This. If he bridge and rolls, and I create space, and I'm loose here, I'm back to number one, and he's going to do an escape from there with that leg. Okay, he can do pretty much whatever he wants, and he wins. So as he does that, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to pinch there. And I'm going to slide up. If I need to expose this, I'm going to Lego hand that elbow and push it over here. And I'm going to keep this tight. Okay. And now we've got options. Okay, so we would call this technical. Back here, call this like our rear side, things like that, which is still a fun position. But once my leg is across to keep that connection here and it's pinched, technical mount. Okay. When you get really what I'm saying is maintaining mount is great. And we want to learn techniques to do that. But your opponents are getting really good at it. So we have to know what's going to be my response when he does a pretty fair escape for that. Well, part of it is I want to do that. I want to bait that. So you can, one of the black belts that we know, Jim, Mike Page talks about, he calls it the washing machine, which is where you go from mount to like, if we kept going, we would just push him over. He'd keep going and we just keep, right, and I'm going to keep, right? So part of maintaining a position you have is give and take. If I just do like, he might win because he's getting good at escapes. But so sometimes it's going with the flow to figure out where do we want to go. So right now we're going, he wanted to go that way, so we're going to let him go. As he does, I like catching this arm. because we're going to talk about two different attacks that we can do from here. One is an arm bar. The second would be, call it if we just do the choke, like you could do we could do single wing, we could do this one, we could do, and then we'll do rolling up. So you have gi chokes, that's what I was thinking. Gi chokes, and then you have arm attacks. But the key to doing that is that I catch this arm. The way that I do that is, and you can force this sometimes, as people are defending your mount, all I need is that Lego hand, and the elbows are weak. I push that over, and I slide under. What do y'all do first? Okay, arm bar. I'm actually going to grab, because I make the most of it, I'm going to grab my glute collar. Because that just makes it to where I've got a lot of glute control. I'm going to place my hand, I'm going to like slide it gently, because I like bread, but I do want to pin his head between my forearm and my knee. If there's space, like he's going to do things, he can do his hips, he can do everything. But if I pinch here and here, like where are you going to go? It's forward, right? So at this point, all I've got to do is find a way to get this leg across his head. So it's going to replace my forearm. The way that I do that is I'm going to step back and sit on it. And I'm going to lean that, and I'm going to try to shake from here to here. Then I can fall back here. At this point, I want to extend up and back. Here, I want you to think of extension here, and then no, you're good. So, but that's what I want y'all to think about. And we can get into what happens if they, for now, but for there, let's just think about tradition. So we've got mount, we had the first grip. He's going to do a fine. I'm sliding up. When you post your hand, it makes you slide. Right here, I can tell he's actually working on getting inside position right here, which is bad for me. So I've got to fight to get that back. Does that make sense? So Brett did what he wants that. That's good for him. So fight to get that back. Grab your knee, pin here. And, boom, right? Now I'm going to shift. I'm going to kind of, I like walking this foot up to the bottom so that I can lean this way. And then I'm going to bring this straight across from this position. But I'm going to relax. You have to be careful with your partners there because that was tight and I could feel it. So just be nice and chill. And then you can work on the stretch out. You do need to, Ryan talked like the bro grip, which is here, or you can do, this is not a bro grip, but the point is I have to control the thumb. If I do this, yes, look at that, he's out. Boom. So,
I went thumb up. Like Mario run hitchhiker, like I'm hitchhiking. And then I'm gonna run my feet around so I can go hit the other way.
Yeah. The arm bar escape. And people will do that.
Kid.
So here's how you
start putting in arm bars in a tournament, and he kept just doing that to people and getting all these points. It was great.
So watch this though. Here's a great escape. But literally the way you stop it is how do I do that? You just grab it. So now I'm yeah, it's like that's all I have to do. But if I grab double wrist, it's all day long. He'll do that, okay? So when you use, but I want you to control that. Okay, and then just be gentle because if you, with the way that we're doing it, you do end up with a super good connection. What you want is you want to start stretching the arm now. Like I don't want to just kind of be chilling and falling back and losing space. Because the way he frees up is that hip. So as I'm doing this, I want to bring it up here. And I'm letting go as I fall back. And then I pinch my knees and I pull my heels. This is the theme, right? We're pulling our heels up this way. I don't want to cross my feet because what that does is it loosens my knees. So I pinch, pull here. See, look, I haven't even, right? Like, and the focus is right there. All right, let's give it a shot. Go from there. 1, 2. You start from the top if you want. You do the sweep choke, they defend the choke, technical mount, arm bar.
That arm bar was so
Did you
great.
feel how tight it was?
That's why I had to let go.
How high was my arm?
Well, that's what's cool about it. When you do,
As you do that, I'm bringing
you got the
your
big
spine.
pulls the arms, so it gets all that stretch from the beginning, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And see, I see that.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, do that escape real quick.
Okay.
So go here. Turn your thumb in this way and start running that way until that fine. Yeah. It is.
I'm gonna be this one.
So as soon as you feel me do this, just start turning this knee up. Yeah, keep that hip pinch with your heel.
This is all.
So, let's, let's think about how this,
Oh, yeah.
deep, like beyond the elbow, yes. Now, I like that. Okay, good. Now you're gonna kind of lean back this direction, kind of walk your foot up here a little bit. But then lean back on his hip, basically. And then, yes, and as you lean back.
Sure. I'll be
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna fall
He's going
back.
home today.
Good.
So,
Now,
So you do like therapy.
he's gonna more run
I
right.
know, I bet so.
Yeah.
It's got
So
pretty
as
much
soon as
covered.
you fall back, I'll let you control it.
That's
right.
So you're gonna do
He's good.
now.
Yeah, he's good now. But
That's
yeah, triple bypass surgery. So,
Really? I didn't know.
yes. So he went down to St. Vincent's and they did his bypass surgery on Friday morning.
Up, yeah, and then
And
pull your heels in.
don't be
Pinch your
slow.
knees together.
I told him, I was like, bro, I had a
Now,
bunch of
you can
honeydews
stretch
for
the arm
you.
out, and as you fall
I
back,
need
you're
you to
just
come
gonna
and do
go
stuff in
towards
my
the
closet, and then I'll look at you.
Come on, Brian or is Dad?
Who's that?
Oh.
Like, you're supposed to fix up in these closets, do all this stuff. Give it a hard time.
Yeah.
All right, bye guys.
See ya.
See ya. Right there.
That was a good pop, don't worry.
Have you ever grabbed your heel arm? When you do that?
Just self-lock in.
Just the way you can posture into it. And get it a little more tight.
Cause I tried it. I need to work on it.
Can you
I
remember?
don't know if it's just about getting it tight enough. But people can yank it out.
I thought I could.
And I got a question that I ask later.
They're pulling, they're tucking their elbow down, is what you're saying.
Maybe if you held it with the key, then they would.
Feel Justin hold it with the gi. It's interesting. I haven't generally done it either.
That's you over here.
Right there.
I can feel it.
Now,
You're getting close to getting out of that.
engage
Now-
your feet. Everything just immediately got tight. Now leverage it right
Maybe
over
it's
the
just
feet.
With their shoulder down the mat.
Or it is just kind of, they'll always pull it out somewhere.
They're getting their shoulder down the mat.
Yeah, so keep, so keep this.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Now try to get your fight. What are you gonna do now? Watch this. Now get your elbow out. Also,
Let's just
not
say
giving you space for the
I've
head.
got you in a technical mouth. Alright,
Bring your knees to the back of their
Right
hips.
here's where I was.
Take this and
Yeah,
go.
so right here,
Now do there is, and then I reach high up on my
Feet.
collar, and then now there's no way you can get out of that. We're done.
he's probably got.
So I just need to pressure their head.
You need the knee, you space for the head. If there's space for the head, they're gonna get out.
More meat, huh?
Yeah, it does feel a little cruel, but don't worry about it. I'm good.
No,
See,
no,
I
slide
feel that space. Don't give me that space.
here, hand down in space.
Go down my cheek. Yeah, that's fine, good.
Now get a thumb grip, like just feed it to that.
Oh,
yeah.
Now, and then if you'll sit on them,
Right.
replace
That's what I
there.
said, yes.
Replace. Don't
And how if you struggle with it, you can always go belly down right now.
Oh, right.
The way that we're doing it, you can, if you worry about that and you feel like your opponent's going back.
Okay. It always yanked out.
But you had to,
That's what I found is that I would use space for their shoulder. Yeah, just or whatever. They're not able to move. I think Burns. That's what
he was doing it, and I was like, oh, like we know how to not let that happen. But he was basically saying, if there's space for the head, like he would just easily like throw him off. And so you've got to, because if there's room for the head, there's room for the hips. Is kind of what he was saying.
Oh, I think I saw that. He's like,
That's why we do that. That's why we do this. But it does feel kind of cruel. But
You like pushes like down my kick through mine.
it shouldn't be. You can still be gentle, but super firm. Like I like how Scott Bird talks about like you want to communicate to them, like, and all that makes it them not want to do anything with their arm because they're like, oh my goodness, my skull is getting crushed right now. And then but if we give them space to think, if we're letting them be comfortable, we fail. I mean that's the reality. So it's hard because we're nice and we like each other and we look after each other. So it's like we don't want to be jerks. But there's a way to do that in a way that puts an immense amount of pressure without being a jerk about it. You know what I'm saying? You can do that, and that's a balance, right? Like we got to find that balance and just be stupid. But we don't want to be too nice either, right? We got to know like okay, like we're all in here. We understand there's gonna be times where I'm extremely uncomfortable,
And it can still be gentle.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like that. Like the way that I put my hand across. Like you could totally cross face somebody like you see that. And that way, if you feel like if I'm going cross face like bam, you know, you feel like you're in a fight all of a sudden. It's like okay, that's across the line.
Mackenzie Dern did that 2 matches ago, I think.
Oh wow.
She was just palm striking to get the arm. I'm pretty sure
And that can be
yeah.
fair.
And she won.
They signed up for that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at one more, and then we don't. Okay, so again, in mount, yes, my goal is to stay in mount, but also sometimes I have to transition. Yeah, he's gonna bridge and roll. Boom. If I feel like we're in between and I want to go to technical mount, that's why I want y'all to remember Lego hand here and just push that elbow over. And now we're good. You can go gift wrap here, or under. I can make him think arm bar, and then I can grab this gi here. When I get the gi here, there's lots of options. So I can go single, or we can get fancy and do. I can grab the top of the pants and I can fall back. It's almost like the same hip switch as a arm bar, because I've got to get my leg across here. I'm going to fall back, and I'm going to go over the shoulder here and here. And then we just like do a bow and arrow, like where you literally, they call it bow and arrow because I get big back like this. You're drawing it back. Trust me. Right. So it goes over, boom. Here, I open the gi, like I'll do that sometimes. Open it, come straight under, push it back over to give me a nice tight grip. Here, I'm going to fall back. I switch my hips before I do, but now I'm good. Now his defense, if I don't beat him to this, so like if you turn that, if you turn to me, he's out. So as I catch that arm, once I catch that arm, I can either go here, across my feet, but it's going to be that.
And then keep that elbow tucked.
Yes. So I can't lose it. That's right. Yeah, that's right. No, see, that's just extension here.
Yep.
So we can roll, but there's tons of options. I mean, you get creative. Then we didn't get into like taking your own gi and choking on like lapel. I mean, there's so many options from there. But again, just I think you have tons of options. There's a variation of X shows, arm bars. Oh, there's Ezekiel's. What else am I missing? Mounted triangles. options, and then you go to technical come out and there's more options. But you have to know all those. Like how to develop one of them. So like that armbar detail, you were like, okay, I gotta fix this. Well, now you got a detail that hopefully you'll start seeing improvement of people like getting out with that elbow. You can work with that. That's your goal right now. You want to know the second thing. Just tweak that one, make it better. So hopefully there's something that you can find one thing, just make it a little better in your game. You know? Don't get overwhelmed by it all. I just think what's one of those submissions you want to work on. Just remember, try to remember one of them. So, all right. Anybody got any questions?
I do.
Yes, sir.
A lot of what y'all were showing today was when you were in and out, the person on bottom was rolling over and kind of exposing your eye. I tried really hard not to do that, but there are times where I guess you have to. I know when he was on top of me, it would have been handy to try, but I knew I could
Oh, you're
shut
talking
it
about
down.
for the bridge and roll?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
I feel like you're giving them your back.
okay. So when I hop in get him out for me. So possibly, which is the counter does take my back, which is why I've got, and I do this right, he won't be able to do that. But it's just that's the game. That's the chess game.
Yeah, you're already in his mouth, like you gotta do something.
I gotta do something. Now, so if he's gonna get there, but then I gotta go to plan B. But is an effective thing. So let's say we just catch him off guard, and I'm gonna look back and I'm really gonna do this right. Like, and my elbow's blocking that hip, like we're good. Way to get out. But there's counters. The good news is from the bottom, I don't have time to get into that, you can counter the counter. So like a lot of times especially you roll with Brett or Andy, like you're not gonna get out with the very first non escape. I'm not gonna get out with the very first non escape. I'm gonna have to have a very good backup plan. So what it does is off balance option. So before they get to your back, you're already kind of moving in this maybe middle leg light, and you're kind of going to that side. That guy would talk about the guy on the wall up there. He would talk about doing the same thing twice. So like I'm gonna get him going, and they're taking a break. I'm going bang bang. I'm hitting it twice, and he would do it, and I was just like stupid. I stopped the first one, he got me the second one. So not even having to switch him up, just doing more than one.
He's banking on you not resetting correctly.
Which is a pretty cool game because as you say that, I'm going, yeah, I don't think I would expect that. Yeah, I would expect you to take it back, and then I'm way off that. That's true. In a black belt. In multiple things. Yeah. All right, let's get some rounds in.
Yes, sir.
They're
3s or 5s today? What do y'all want?
What?
I got reflux. I'll say it.
Is everyone wrong or is someone not wrong?
what did you say? You're done, Andy?
No, I said I got reflux, so I'm gonna stay in as long as I can.
So we'll do.
My doctor.
2 3s.
There. We're scared. We want to be cool.
We're just like
We just secretly watch y'all. That's all we
This is
do.
that meme where we all end up beside each other anyway. Yeah.
exactly.
No. I truthfully, this is my. We learned everybody. We learned one where.
Trying to affect the limit.
Yep, that's single leg.
Yes, that works.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
Good. Can I give you a tip? Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got some hitting in the clothes, right? You got to pass it around. I'm just gonna let you burn your energy.
What's been happening to me for 2 weeks?
Yep. I mean, there's exceptions to everything, but it's gonna be hard to submit somebody in there when you're in their close guard. That was a good movement.
Are you kidding me? You are so flexible. Bro, your heel was next to your ear. That's the banana split or the electric chair. Saved by Zell. Thank you. I can't, you know, that was one of those positions when you were, I was like, please just pass. I didn't think I had to reach back to go.
Pass that guard.
But it worked.
Put your hands on the
hilarious.
elbows, extend your arms.
Thank you, brother.
We said we were going to roll.
We have.
I think I'm gonna come back and end up re-walking.
Starting now.
I don't know what they're doing.
Y'all still in?
Chokes and stuff. We
Did
just
you kill Howie
Grip first? We'll start with your solid.
Where are you going?
You want me or whatever, Laura?
Ready? Go.
You're higher than me.
How did the sun go?
Now y'all are going to the other mat again.
I'm a vampire. I don't like
It's
the sun.
long.
I'm out.
I'm gonna put some garlic on my food.
Good. You could have sweated.
If I knew
It was like basically seriously. I was